Hello guys, in this video let us learn about CSS text font properties and how to use Google Fonts in our HTML document. First let us start with the text properties. So I'll just add a paragraph in here and say text properties. Now let us style the paragraph, add some styling for the paragraph element. So first text property we will have a look is that text align property, where you can align the text center, justify, or left or right. So the default orientation of text align is left, and if you see here, so the text is aligned in the left, and if you change it to right, so the text will be aligned to the right corner of the container, and similarly for center, it is in the center now. For justify, when we want to spread the content of the paragraph or any other container equally from the left to the right, then we will use text align justify. I'll show you an example. Like for now, I'll just pick up a random text from here, and then I'll create another paragraph and paste it here. So first let us set the default text align property of left and see what happens. So if you see in here, like so the text is aligned left, and then here in the right side it is not aligned properly. So if we want to if we justify the text, then it will be aligned properly from left till the right end of the container. So for this we can use the text align justify thing. And the other property is text decoration. We can say to strike the text, we can use line through for overline or underline. For example, we will see the now we will be seeing the underlined text. So if you want to set the text lowercase or uppercase, then we can use the text transform property. So we will say lowercase, and now all the text has been converted into lowercase. If you say capitalize, so the first letter of all the words have been capitalized. Similarly for uppercase as well. So then there is another property called text indent. We will say 50 pix. So this is most probably we can use it for paragraph type styling. So what text indent will do is that for each and every paragraph, the starting line will be indented 50 pixels from the left to the right of the right. So that's text indent property. And then there are other properties like such as letter spacing to decide the spacing between each letters. So if you want more space, 2 pixels means like the space has been reduced, so something like that. And similarly we have word spacing. Word spacing we can say 3px, 3 pixels. So the space between each and every word will be 3 pixels. If you change it to 30 pixels, so that's how it is. And we also have line height. Let us say like 50 pixels. So we have a space of 50 pixels between each and every line. So that is another thing. And we have something called direction. So the default direction property is left to right, so the text will be aligned from left to right. We can also say right to left, RTL, so wherein the text will start from the right side and it ends in the left side. So that is the direction property. And we have many other property for text, like text decoration, and yeah, text decoration we have already seen, and yeah, that's pretty much of it. And next we will see about the font properties. So for the font properties, like I'll just remove this everything. By default, then no styling is applied to the my paragraph. Let us first see the font size property. So the default font size of the paragraph is 16px, 16 pixels. You see here it is still 16 pixels. So if you want to double the size, it is 32 pixels, then the text size is increased. So usually, like we can define the font size in pixels or using percentage. So if we say 100%, it is, so 100% is nothing but 16 pixels. So the standard web font size of the web is the 16 pixels. So if we say 100%, it will be 16 pixels, and if we say 250%, so that is 40 pixels actually. So h1 element is 250% of the standard text size, so it will be the h1 element size is 40 pixels, and for h2 I think it is 32 pixels, and it will just keep on decreasing. So the standard size is, so 1 em is also the another type. You can another thing to quantify the font size is em property. So like 16 pixels equal to 100% equal to 1 em. So 1 em is again 16 pixels. If you say 2 em, it will be 32 pixels. So it is now 32 pixels. So 2.5 em is 5 em is the h1 tag size, and it is 40 pixels. So next, after font size, we have font weight. So for example, we will roll back to 1 em, and font weight can be, if you say 100, it is a thinner text. So and 400 being the middle range, and then if you say 900, it is a bold letters. So font weight, and then font style, you can apply font style to be italic or bold or normal or whatever it is. So now we have applied the font style. So next comes the font family. So whenever we are starting our website, we always define a font family. So that font family will be applied across the entire web page. So in here I am declaring the font family in the to apply to the all the elements in my HTML document. So the web safe fonts are serif, sans serif, and monospace. So now what this will do is, like by default sans serif font will be applied. If for some reason if sans serif font failed to load, then serif will be loaded, and if serif failed to load, then the font will be fall back to monospace. So all these three are web safe fonts. So we will save this one, and we will see. Now I will remove this thing. So now sans serif font has been applied. Let us remove the sans serif thing, and see here now serif is applied. By default, serif will be the web font. If we choose monospace, so that's a monospace font. So now let us learn about how to integrate Google Fonts in our HTML document. So for that, let us visit font.google.com. So Google Fonts will have a different range of fonts like Roboto, Coiny, Open Sans, Oswald, and much more. So for example, let us take Lato, and in the Lato, yeah, so we just select this font, and if you open this one, it will give us the CSS link and the CSS style how to apply. So let us customize. So by default, only the regular 400 has been ticked, so we will select the light 300 italic, 400 italic, and black 9. So now if you go back to embed, so this is the style sheet of Google API. So what we have to do is like we have to link that in our head element so that we can use all these fonts from Blato. We'll save it, and here we copy this font family thing and then he put it here. So if you paste it here, by default now Lato will be loaded, and if in some cases for if Google API is not working, then it will fall back to sans serif, which is a web safe font. So now let's see now the text has been changed to the Lato. So this is how we use Google Fonts. In the next video we will learn about CSS links and lists. Thank you.